What's up, cool cats? Welcome to my channel. My name is Kitty if you are new. What's up, what's up, what's up? Take a moment now or later to check out the channel. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for the vibe, and ding the notification bell as well so you don't miss out when I post a video. So today's video originally was going to be a interpretation of your dreams, but then literally at the split of a second I switched it to be a reading. I switched it and now I'm doing a urgent message from your loved one. So if that's something that you're interested in, then keep watching. I'm trying to make it so y'all can see. Alright, I'm going to give you a minute to choose with your intuition. If more than one calls out to you, that is perfectly okay. Let me get you from a different angle. Alright guys, I'm going to begin. If you chose more than one, that's okay. I'm going to start with this one and I will see you around. Okay, pile number one, if you chose use your hands, this is the urgent message from your loved ones, and straight up front they want you to use your hands. They want you to just really make something make something that represents them. Make something that is like an appreciation for your loved one. Make something like that represents them, or make something in their honor. But the message here is just to really create. Like, you're really in your element when you're creating. For you, pal number one, like, you're really good at naturally making things. Like, whatever comes to your mind, you can just make it. You don't understand how gifted you are with your hands, how blessed your hands are. You can even have healing hands for some of you. But the thing is, you're just a creator. You naturally can create things with your hands, like builder, farmer, herbalist, you know, all the things like that. Whatever you like, whatever you touch, like, just touch turns to gold type of thing. Like, you're really good with creating things with your hands. This could be like any form of art, sculpting, actually painting, drawing, writing, you know, anything with your hands that you can create. This is like create things, build things, make things. Your loved one could have been really good with their hands. They could have been like really into it, really into making things with their hands. It could be into pottery or clay or making sculptures or things like that. But the message here is to like do something in their honor, like make something that reminds you of them, or build something, create things, use your hands. Yeah, so that's the message here. Use your hands, get down and dirty. So okay, the urgent message, and this is the urgent message, like your loved one really needed this message to come through today. Okay, so you have the Sea of Mentaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light, and this was in reverse. So you not being able to see your own potential, but your loved one is coming through like, please tell them. And I'm getting goosebumps all down my body, y'all. This loved one, woo, okay. If y'all can see those goosebumps come, y'all probably can't. My camera can't pick it up, didn't pick it up, but this loved one, oh, y'all, I'm getting so emotional. So for some of you, this is definitely going to be confirmation. Like, some of you cannot see, or having a really hard time seeing your potential, seeing what you are capable of, bringing unconsciousness to light. This is literally reminding me of too, like, what's done in the dark comes to the light. So seeing potential, seeing your potential, bringing unconsciousness to light, like bringing your potential to life, so that it's not just potential, it's actually what you're doing. Actually being able to see what you're capable of. You are capable of a lot of things. And like, you have a lot of potential, pal number one. The thing is, you doubt yourself a lot. So it's like, whatever you are doing right now, you think you're miserable with it, or you just don't want to do it, or it's just not really what you want to do. And you're like, this is like kind of unmotivated, or kind of feeling sorry for yourself. But the thing is, you got to be the one to put the action to make your potential a reality for you. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Pile number 1. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so you might be like a creator, or you might do things and create things that nobody has seen. Nobody knows that you can do this. Or like, if people do know that you are creative, they want to see your work, but you're like, oh, I don't think it's that good. It's not that good. But people really would love, like, your loved one is like, look, put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. You are unique by nature. Let yourself be seen, because your uniqueness is your beauty. Your uniqueness is what's going to draw people into you. Because you got everybody the same. You're not the same. Stop wanting to be the same. Stop wanting the same opportunities as everybody else, because the things that you create, your opportunities are way different. Okay? So stop trying to like mesh where you don't belong. It's like, you know, wanting to be a rose, but you're a daisy. And you can want so bad, but just enjoy being a daisy. Enjoy being different. Like, this loved one was different as well. And you can all see the butterflies like right there around you. So it's like you're getting, like, you're beautiful, pile number 1. And you create beautiful things when you actually put your mind to it and actually do it. You're very stubborn, pile number 1. Very stubborn. And this loved one gets very, well, in their waking life, this loved one may have gotten like very frustrated with you because of your stubbornness. Like, you don't listen. Pile number 1, you don't like to listen. It's like you like to do things your way. You don't like to be told what to do. You don't like to ask for help. You don't like putting yourself out there under anybody's conditions and terms but your own. But this is like wishy-washy energy. Because pile number 1, it's like you want to be seen, but at the same time, you're hesitant because you feel like you're not good enough. And there's that back and forth thing. Okay, so the message that your loved one wants says, the Daughter of Wands. So yeah, you have a lot of knowledge, pile number 1, and I definitely, and then you have the Father of Wands. Okay, I'm gonna read this. You have the Father of Wands, which I feel like with these two cards, you got the Daughter and the Father of Wands. So yeah, this is definitely a this loved one that's coming through is a sibling or a father. Okay. If you lost a daughter, this is that energy as well. So like I said, daughter, father, sister, the Father of Wands, like I said, stubborn, on your guard, distrusting. Then you have the Magician in reverse. So look at this. This Magician card is beautiful too. Like, the illustrations on these cards is just magnificent. The Magician is the ability to make, I feel like, to make something out of nothing. And you see, like, he has everything, and people are like, why do you have a sword? Why do you have a cup? Why do you have all that? You know, and this is literally about the Magician taps into his potential, right? The Magician, every time, like, he does something, he's always trying to one up himself, one up his last act. And so this being in reverse just lets me know that you need discipline, pile number 1, but you also need softness and compassion. You need to there's a lot of like, you need to do something, but like I said, like, there's this stubbornness, like, don't tell me what to do type of energy. But yeah, so the Magician is the ability to make something out of nothing. The Magician is confident in themselves, and the Magician has the ability to make pentacles, make a lot of money. So I'm going to read up on these 3 cards for you, pile number 1, and see what additional messages wants to come through, because I'm really curious on additional messages. Okay, so we have the Daughter of Wands. The Daughter of Wands is a free spirit, a true visionary creature. She usually waits until later to settle down or start a family, as she's busy with her career. She can be I told you, stubborn, literally. She can be stubborn and much stronger than she looks. As with all the Wands family, the daughter makes a dangerous enemy. This card can also represent a woman going through a transformation or a spiritual breakthrough. See? I was picking up on that. Definitely was picking up on that stubbornness, pile number 1. But yes, like I said, like this loved one could have been like very, very passionate about what they did, like whatever they were passionate about. Like whenever they felt that spark of passion, there was no stopping them. Okay, like they were like very strong-minded. Your loved one, pile number 1, was very, very strong-minded, and they could have been very stubborn, but I do feel like you are very stubborn. So if you don't feel like you're stubborn, this loved one definitely thinks that you're very stubborn because you don't listen. You like things done your way. You like to do things when you want to do them. Now the Father of Wands is talking about creative and charismatic. The Father of Wands is a man of mystique and charisma. Others are drawn to him naturally and welcomes them with an open and loving heart. Usually you'll find him involved in the healing arts. Pile number 1, I said that. Literally, healing hands, healing arts. As he's deeply compassionate and in tune with life and nature, he is able to hold steady and still during conflict. And finally, you have the Magician. Well, not finally, but finally on these cards. So the Magician, self-empowerment and action. The Magician is a card of boundless, expansive energy. Whereas many of the major arcana deal with stillness or aspects of the mind, this card is all about action, action, action. It's time to see yourself as the wildest. It's time to see yourself as the wildcat. Embrace his speed, grace, and abilities. Don't be afraid to begin. You have the power of all 4 elements within your reach. Now is the time to use them. See, that's what I said, pile number 1. Using them. Oh, and then look, you have a time for healing, a time for forgiveness, a time to put yourself first, a time to realize that your life doesn't have to stop because your loved one has passed on. And in fact, this loved one actually doesn't want you to stop your life. They want you to continue it in the best way possible. They want you to literally use your hands. Maybe some of you guys are healing hands, massage therapy. Some of you guys are Reiki. Some of you guys are jewelry makers, pottery makers. Like I said, some of you guys are artists. And there are different forms of artists, but like, sculptures, painting, writing, drawing, those type of things. I am seeing like pencils, stencils, oil pastels, different forms of art, different forms of creations with your hands. You have blessed hands. So some of you guys are braiders or too, like they do hair. So like all these different types of creations, you make logos or you make clothes, just very useful. And your hands are just, yeah. Then you have show the world the real you. See, pile number 1? Because you have the courageous peony. Have the courage to show the world the real you, because that's what the world is waiting to see. You cannot blend in, pile number 1. It's not meant for you to blend in. Every time you try to blend in, it gets messed up because you are not meant to blend in. You're meant to stand out. Everything about you stands out, pile number 1. You're meant to stand out. You are meant to be the leader, or to be a type of leader. You are meant to be just someone who is just showing the world the real them. Stop smalling in yourself. You are not small. Stop playing small, pile number one. What do you need to release? What is it, pile number one, that you think that you need to release? The fact that you don't think that you're good enough. You think when you see your work, and then you say, well, somebody else could have did it better, but nobody else could have did it like you. That's the difference. That's what you're not seeing. Sure, someone could have drawn a lion, but nobody could have drawn this lion like you. You see what I mean? So yes, it's just really all about stepping into your power. The Queen of Fire, owning your gifts, owning what you are blessed with, gifted hands, pile number one. So you got to use them things. So the message from your loved one is that stop being so stubborn and listen. Stop being so stubborn, pile number one, because you are making your life harder for no reason. Because you don't know how to listen, and you don't know how to take direction. And it's funny because this loved one definitely gets very, like, why don't they they don't listen. They gonna do things how they want to do things, and that's fine. They're like, you'll learn eventually, because you're still blooming. You're still learning how to express yourself. You're still learning how to tend to yourself. You're still learning how to tune into your creative energy. You're still learning how to tap into that. You're still learning how to bring your emotions to the surface and channel it into something that isn't just aggression. You're learning to channel that into something beautiful. Your loved one was not able to do this, I'm hearing, for some of you. Your loved one was a victim to their emotions. They wasn't able to they wasn't able to like channel their rage and anger. They allowed their heart to harden, so to speak, for some of you guys. For some of you, you might not resonate with that, but that's fine. But the message here is like, allow yourself to open, allow yourself to unfold like a rose or a flower. Like, allow yourself to bloom. Stop holding yourself back. Like, you are definitely, hell yeah, good enough. Like, you are fucking good enough, pile number one. Stop. Don't ever doubt it. Don't ever doubt that you are not good enough, because you are. So, pile number one, that is the message that I have for you. Step into your power, step into your potential, hone your gifts, own who you are. Come to terms with your journey, like all the stuff that you've went through, you've gotten through. And when you're dealing with the emotions that come from, when you think about this loved one, they say channel that, create something. Show me what you can make with these emotions that you feel behind me. Show me what you can do with those emotions. And they're not talking about like angry. Release the anger. Release the guilt. Release the because they're physically not with you. But that doesn't mean that they're not with you. Okay? They're still with you. They're still beside you. They're still around you. Okay? Feel that when you're feeling like they left you, when you're feeling like you're by yourself. Like, you're not. You just got to tune into the feeling. You're allowing yourself to harden so you don't feel anything, but that's not the point. You have to feel. You have to release. You have to get better. You have to do better. You have to take care of yourself. What good is living life if you're not living life? Pile number one. This loved one definitely tries really, really hard to get your attention. They don't know if you notice. Okay, that's all I'm seeing for you, pile number one. If you thought this video was interesting, giving me a like. Let me know by leaving me a comment that you watched, that you enjoyed it, what pile did you pick, if that was helpful information for you. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Okay, pile number two, if you chose the positive affirmations card. So the message from your loved one, the urgent message from your loved one is to, excuse me, I keep on like kind of burping a little bit. But the message from your loved one is to continue or to start saying positive affirmations, start speaking positively to yourself, about yourself, over yourself. Be gentle with yourself, kind and compassionate. So the urgent message from your loved one. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflicts. Okay, big picture thinking. Okay, so being that this is in reverse, pile number 2, I'm getting that you can sometimes get trapped into that victim mentality or that victim role, or feeling like you're a victim to circumstances and you don't really have a say or have a choice in how your life is being dictated. That's what I'm getting here. You have to come back to learning how to see things from a different perspective. Big picture thinking, Pleiadian energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Okay, so your loved ones are actually helping you to come up with some ideas. Let's say inspired ideas. Okay, big picture thinking, the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, making your life a moving prayer. You are being called to be a visionary for this planet, to take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that it is divinely guided. The Pleiadians support us in the important stage in Earth's development. They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all its species. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action. And then we have the cosmic heart. See, that makes sense. I'm reading that big picture thinking and the cosmic heart. And so there is forgiveness in this pile. Okay. Definitely like a feeling of forgiveness. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind to see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart. You get that? So like I said, like forgiveness. We should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children. Look at that. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. And I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all heard that alarm? Well, somebody beeping the horn. So yes, don't try to rush your processes, pile number 2. Make your life a moving prayer. That's what literally, positive affirmations, making your life a living prayer, speaking life over you. So the urgent message from your loved one is you have the Hanged Man, you have the 3 of Cups, you have the Father of Swords, and you have the 8 of Swords. Okay, pile number 2, I'm not gonna lie, this path, this is talking about like a lot of conflict, a lot of victim thinking. I'm gonna read up on these cards though so you can get a further additional message here. So we're gonna start with the Hanged Man, and I just want to read additional information for you. Many people talk about the art of letting go, but what does it really mean? How do you achieve it? The Hanged Man has all the answers. He's the master of non-attachment. This card implies there's a sacrifice or a difficult or painful situation coming up. Yep, because it was right on their karmic relationships and talking about conflict. difficult or painful situation coming up in your life. Though you naturally want to resist and struggle through it, be more like the Hanged Man. Find stillness, open your eyes, and use this new perspective to learn something. You're stuck here either way. To learn something. You're stuck here either way. So yes, like I said, with that conflict there, you can definitely see that. And then, like, don't get stuck in the victim thinking. So then you have the Three of Cups, which I wanted to read that as well. So with the Three of Cups, doesn't matter that it's in reverse, but it's just, you know, just looking at it from a different perspective, or you can just look at it at the opposite. Friendships, joy, and bounty. Okay, yes, it was in reverse, so I literally think like opening your heart because you're closed off to this. So the message here for this is everybody is not the same. Pile number 2. Everybody is not the same. Even if a group of friends betrayed you, everybody is not the same. You have to let that go. You have to let that hurt go. You have to let that betrayal go. And I'm getting goosebumps and chills all up and down my body, pile number 2. This loved one is praying. This loved one is actually praying for you to come up out of that. Because you're here for a bigger purpose. You're here for a bigger reason. So you got to stop getting caught up in, like, I'm not saying like heartbreak and betrayal is a little, but you can't allow one situation to disrupt your whole life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting here. Like, it's like being in a relationship to find out that he was cheating on you the whole time. The whole time. Not even just sometimes. The whole time. And that does something to a person. You know, and instead of being closed off to everybody and to love, you have to see where where you kind of went wrong. I'm not saying that you're to blame, but so say for example, he was giving off little hints and mixed signals and things like that, and your intuition picked on it, like, you know, your spidey sense kicked in on it, and you was like, no, he's probably just having a bad day. No, and you know, you made excuses for it instead of, you know, really following your intuition and honing in on that and asking more questions and things like that. But you didn't know any better, and when you think you're in love, a lot of things can get overlooked. So it's just important to, even though at the time your eyes were closed and you were just hoping for the best, it's important to be aware. So that's what that's meant to teach you. Like don't go into situations with your eyes closed. How can you see? You know what I'm saying? Open your eyes, and this is like opening your eyes to new possibilities. Okay, because if you're like, no new friends, nah, then you only gonna have this group of friends that betrayed you, or that type of friends, because that's what you're only allowing. That's what you're only inviting into your life. You're not inviting any new friends. You like, because we don't need new friends, because new friends is fake. How? This doesn't make sense. You got a whole bunch of fake friends around you, pile number 2, and you're just like, at least I know they fake. At least I know they fake. I don't want to have to get into a new situation and I don't know they fake. I got to get to know them. You're just thinking about things all wrong. So let me just read this Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a lovely card. It foresees you in the company of amazing friends, creating memories together that you'll forever hold dear. These are not any old friends. They are people with whom you feel a rare connection with. Them you feel truly yourself. Enjoy each minute of their company. This card can also indicate an upcoming celebration. Love abounds. Wow, look at that. It was in reverse, and this pile is talking about conflict, but we're going to turn this upright because we are welcoming new friends. So we are welcoming the joy and celebration and abundance of good friends who really make you feel like yourself. And that's what your affirmations need to be about too. Your affirmations need to reflect what you want to attract. So your loved ones too is like, watch what you're saying out your mouth. And also, it's not how you say it, it's not what you say, it's how you say it too sometimes. Yeah, so pile number 2. Then we got the Father of Swords. The Father of Swords. Like all the Swords family, the Father has a gift for perception. See, pile number 2, that's what I said. He has a distinct ability to remove himself emotionally from a situation so that he can truly see it from all angles. He is therefore respected by others, who usually describe him as fair or just. He's a responsible man with deep ties to his family. So this is the energy that you need to embody. And also this may be the energy of your loved one. This might sound like your loved one, them being fair, because I mean, like, they're telling you, and this was the only card that was upright. So yeah, so for some of you, this loved one is a father or a father figure or a male. Just a male in your life, or masculine energy that's in your life that you lost, that just, they don't want to see you go down the same path that you've been going down. Okay, just tied to these, you know, emotions. But yeah, I feel like this pile number 2 is a male, a father figure, or just an older man that you've known that may have passed away. They don't have to be your real father. They could have been a father figure or just someone in your life who is just very fair and very just. They could be a woman as well. But yeah, if you feel like it's you know, you would know who it is. So yeah, just thought about something. So now we're gonna read, yes, and then we have the 8 of Swords talks about feeling trapped and powerless. Surrounded by obstacles and threats on all sides, you find yourself the victim. Just what I said. You see no way out, no available choices. Your perceptions keep you from opening your wings and taking flight. What keeps you suspended here? Yourself or others? The 8 of Swords demands an answer. You cannot hang here much longer. Literally. That is amazing that I said that. But let's see. A personal issue reaches a resolution. That is amazing. Pile number 2. Your loved one wants you to come out of this victim mentality thinking. And with this card right here, a personal resolution, a personal issue reaches resolution. I see that happening for you. Believe in the impossible. Ah, look at that. This is so uplifting. Believe in the impossible, and you have adjustments are required. The adjustments that are required, and it's funny because it's right under the Father of Swords, but adjustments are required because it's like your mind. You literally have to let go of those betrayals and let go of that hurt. But the adjustments that are required too is like your mentality shift, your perception shift. Okay, seeing things from a different perspective is what you're being called to do. Build yourself up. Pick yourself up. But yes, build yourself up. Build confidence. Don't build up a wall. Okay, build the courage. Build up your courage to walk away from things that have you, to walk away from conflict. You know? Walk away from things that just, this is like build up the confidence to do and live your life. I'm also going to read this up. And then you have the 8 of Earth. Okay. So I'm going to read that and then I'm going to leave you on your way, pile number 2. So with the 10 of Fire, the 10 of Fire talks about doing self-mastery, like working on yourself, building yourself up. So yes, I love it. The 10 of Fire symbolizes mastery, not just of a skill or craft, but of oneself. It means understanding the tools of your craft and wielding them with skill, precision, and craftsmanship. It is about knowing yourself and using that knowledge and understanding to bring to you all that you need and desire, with the same level of skill, precision, and craftsmanship. I love it. He has evolved from a person who lacked awareness and perhaps even blamed others for their problems in his life because he was unable to see that every action gives rise to a consequence. He once stumbled about his inexperience, resulting in more mistakes than triumphs, but he continued and in doing so reached a crucial moment of enlightenment. when he realized that in order to succeed, he had to take command of himself and his life. He had to take responsibility for every choice made, for every action, and for every emotion. From that moment on, he would shape his life. He would shape who he was. He would no longer be a slave to outside forces. He would become a master. And that's what your loved one wants for you, pile number 2. Then you have the 8 of Earth, which was in reverse. So the potential blockages that you have here, it says, do you find yourself looking at life through jaded, cynical eyes? Are you currently blind to the wealth and abundance you already have in your life? If so, the 8 of Earth cautions you against those negative thoughts and a failure to appreciate the wealth in your life. It asks you to do not see. It asks, if you do not see the value or appreciate what you have in the present, how will things be different in the future? If you are only after financial reward or status, you may discover the truth in that old saying, money does not buy happiness. While it is true that money can sometimes bring more freedom and security, embracing a lack mentality will keep you focused on what you do not have instead of what you do. Do you want to be rich or do you want to be wealthy? Take a look around. You might discover that you already possess priceless treasures that, if lost, can never be replaced. And that's the message that I have for you, pile number 2. Your loved one wants you to be grateful. Your loved one wants you to work on switching your perception, because you are not the victim. I mean, you can choose to be the victim, but really, they're like, open your heart up to seeing things from a different perspective. Open your heart up to forgiveness, to love, to gratitude. And that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Okay, finally, pile number 3. The message from your loved one. Urgent message from your loved one. You have alone time. Okay, pile number 3. Let's see what your loved one has to say. Maybe you need some alone time to get your thoughts together, to get your mind right. Ooh, portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. Earth pulsing. Pulse of mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Okay, that's why they're saying that alone time, because it's time for you to be still. You are opening doors. Pile number 3. Then you have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Then you have the 5 of Pentacles. Then you have the 6 of Pentacles. 4, 5, and 6 of Pentacles. So that's interesting. Pile number 3, and I have to pee. To use the bathroom. Okay. So I'm going to read up on the 4, 5, and 6 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles is about possession and control. The 4 of Pentacles first suggests material gain and stability. Only good news for your bank account and home. Yet, underneath the surface, this is a card of warning. Do not become possessive or controlling. Holding on too tightly to the material world will leave you rigid, stagnant, and displeasing to others' wealth. Wealth is a concept. Interesting because this says doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. Hold on. So then we have the 5 of Pentacles, which talks about sadness, worry, and illness. The 5 of Pentacles is a card of hard times. It may come in the form of illness, job loss, financial trouble, or rejection. Above all this, there will be worry, so much worry. This anxiety is counterproductive and damaging. You must find a way to quiet the mind during this difficult time. I do apologize, y'all. Blaze the cat is acting needy. No. Blaze. Look at this, y'all. So this talks about Get my little book out. Where was that? Oh yeah. You must find a way to quiet the mind during this difficult time. Rely on meditation or visualization to find peace. Okay, that's why earth pulsing and alone time is here. So that you can get your thoughts right and take a moment to yourself, because it's much needed. But you are opening doors. So your loved one wants you to know, like, despite the things that are going on, you are opening doors. But when things get, like, things are going, like, this is like a heads up, like, things are gonna get a little clashy. And at that time, you really want to, you know, you want to meditate, you want to calm down, you want to slow down, you want to take some time out in nature. Okay. So yeah, that's why I did talk. That's why this loved one is like, go outside, get into nature, breathe it out. Like, you are opening doors. You get to decide. You know, you get to decide what's next. You are going to be reaping the benefits and reaping the rewards of the work that you've been putting in. So don't give up. When things, that conflict happens, like, just take some time to breathe it out, to meditate, you know, find your peace. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, and again, this was in reverse as well. The Six of Pentacles talks about prosperity, growth, and generosity. The Six of Pentacles indicates that your long-awaited fruits are ready for harvesting, bringing more wealth than anticipated. Make sure you are generous during this bountiful time. This card can also signify generosity coming from someone else. If this is the case, accept the help with grace and put the resources to good use. So you see that? So for some of you, someone will be offering you money to help you out. And don't take it as you don't need any charity. It's not that. They just want to help. So, wow. So, yeah, so we're talking about getting money. We're talking about just, this is like sadness too. So you definitely got some sadness there that you definitely, I see how you can take a moment from that and just spend time with yourself and get your thoughts together. You have the end of a tough cycle approaches. That's always good. So this loved one, pile number 3, came through with like a heads up and like a warning, so to speak. This is also making me think of like potential burnout, like maybe not now, but or maybe do now, maybe it is now, but this is talking about like burnout to me too. That's what I'm getting. Like, take that alone time before it even gets there, or if you're already there, then it's important to take a moment to, like, your wealth is not going anywhere. Your health is wealth as well. So you want to make sure that you are doing what you got to do to take care of yourself. And then in that alone time, it's talking about meditation, self-reflection, getting your thoughts together, you know, all that other good stuff. But the end of a tough cycle approaches. The loved one definitely wanted to come through and let you know that. Take off the mask. When I see this, it's like, stop pretending that you're okay and content when you're not. Yeah, like, it's okay to cry, but this is like, I don't want nobody to see me cry. So really take off the mask. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to not be okay. You know, it's okay to feel those feelings. And the only way that you're going to get better is if you feel them and let them go. Following your intuition. Following your intuition, pile number 3. You will never go wrong following your intuition. And you got the black cat, you have the owl, you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the information, you have the answers, and you have the ability to create your own, co-create your own reality. So that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Let me know if that made any sense down below. If you like this video, leave me a comment, leave me an emoji, leave me something. Let me know that you watched it, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.